The small town of Gulshanpur woke up each day with the usual rhythm of life: children rushing to school, shopkeepers raising their shutters, and rickshaw bells echoing through narrow lanes. But in one quiet corner of the town, at the end of a fading street where old houses leaned on each other like weary companions, lived Mr. Rahman **, a 72-year-old man whose life seemed to have slowed to silence. Once upon a time, Rahman had been a respected school teacher. Generations of students remembered his stern yet kind voice, the chalk dust that lingered on his fingers, and the stories he told at the end of each lesson. In those days, his life had been filled with meaning: young minds that looked up to him, colleagues who admired him, and a family that surrounded him with love. But now, years after retirement, life had reduced to long stretches of emptiness. His children had moved abroad, chasing better opportunities. Letters had stopped coming, replaced by rare phone calls filled with hurried words and distant emotions. His wife, the anchor of his life, had passed away 5 years ago, leaving him with memories pressed between the pages of old photo albums. The house that once buzzed with laughter now echoed with silence so thick that even the ticking of the old clock seemed too loud. Every morning, Rahman would rise at dawn just as he had for decades. Old habits clung to him like shadows. He would make a small cup of tea, sit by the wooden window, and watch the sun climb over the rooftops. The neighbors would pass by, some nodding politely, most too busy to notice him. Children played cricket in the streets, but none stopped to invite the frail man with trembling hands. The town had moved on. He hadn't. His health was weakening, but not enough to command constant care. He was neither ill nor truly well, just suspended in the limbo of old age. The once bright eyes behind his spectacles now held a quiet resignation, as though waiting for life's curtain to fall. One afternoon, as Rahman sat outside on his broken wooden chair, he overheard two young men passing by. They spoke casually, without noticing him. "Who lives in that house?" one asked. "An old man," the other replied carelessly. "Used to be a teacher, I think, but he's just there. Nobody visits. Just waiting for his time, I suppose." The words cut deeper than they were meant to. Just waiting for his time, that was what people thought of him, now a relic of the past, a forgotten figure fading into irrelevance. He carried those words back inside, letting them echo in his lonely rooms. That night, Rahman could not sleep. He stared at the ceiling fan turning slowly, thoughts pressing against his mind. Was this all that was left for him? A slow march toward the inevitable, with nothing more to offer, nothing more to live for. Memories of his younger self flooded him: the boy who had walked miles to get an education, the teacher who had inspired hundreds of students to dream big.